In October 2025, BTS member Park Jimin has once again entered the center of industry attention following reports of a private studio session in Seoul involving a Grammy-winning international producer. While no official confirmation has been issued by HYBE labels, multiple credible sources within the music industry have indicated that this session may signal the early stages of new solo material from Jimin, ahead of BTS's expected return to full group global activities. This article provides a comprehensive, non-emotional, new-style analysis spanning production implications, industry movement, market expectations, and strategic timing, structured for long-form investigative coverage. In the final quarter of 2025, the global music industry is entering a transition phase where major labels are preparing their 2026 release calendars. BTS, having reached the end of its group military enlistment break, is widely expected to re-enter full-scale global promotion within the next fiscal cycle. Analysts from multiple markets, including the United States, Japan, and Southeast Asia, have highlighted October 2025 as a critical moment for observing early strategic signals from HYBE and its subsidiaries. The sighting of Jimin in a private studio session with an international Grammy-winning producer aligns with a broader pattern in which top-tier artists begin pre-production quietly before the official announcement stage. Historically, this aligns with how previous BTS and solo rollout strategies have been executed. For example, pre-production and songwriting sessions typically occur 6 to 9 months before any public-facing promotional activity begins. From an industry perspective, the involvement of a Grammy-winning producer implies that the session was not casual nor experimental at a basic level. Major acts with established global influence, particularly members of BTS, generally avoid low-stakes studio activity during strategic windows, such as the pre-return period. As such, the presence of a high-profile producer suggests the possibility that early groundwork is being developed for a commercially significant project rather than a spontaneous creative session. This also signifies ongoing international collaboration strategies that align with HYBE's global expansion model. Over the past 5 years, the company has increasingly positioned BTS solo output not as regional Korean releases, but as full-scale worldwide campaigns with multi-market optimization from the planning stage. HYBE has not issued an official response regarding the reported session. This is consistent with the company's long-standing operational protocol, which maintains silence until rollout conditions are fully secured. Analysts monitoring HYBE's past behavior note that silence should not be interpreted as inactivity, but rather as a deliberate measure to retain narrative control across global markets. Paragraphs to follow. Jimin's presence in a high-level recording environment enters at a time when the competitive framework of the global music market is undergoing recalibration. Major Western labels have increasingly shifted toward favoring multilingual and globally optimized releases rather than region-specific strategies. In this environment, K-pop solo releases, particularly from BTS members, are not viewed as niche exports, but as Tier-1 global entries capable of directly competing with Western A-list releases. Data from the US and European streaming sectors in Q3 2025 shows continued sustained interest in BTS solo projects long after initial release cycles. This defies typical Western solo release decay patterns, where peak streaming windows are often limited to the first 8 to 12 weeks. Jimin's prior solo success, especially with tracks like Crazy, positioned him as one of the few non-Western solo artists capable of securing both strong debut metrics and long-tail engagement curves across multiple regions, including North America, Japan, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. Industry watchers frequently analyze indirect signals when evaluating early movements in high-stakes music rollouts. These signals can include discrete studio sessions, sudden tightening of unreleased IP security, escalated predictive tracking activity from music data firms, and silent updates to digital asset placeholders within global distribution platforms. In Jimin's case, early indicators observed by several music market tracking sources suggest heightened monitoring activity across multiple DSPs, digital streaming platforms. While not confirmation of an imminent release, such monitoring is generally activated only when pre-production has reached a stage where projected impact modeling becomes viable. Analysts interpret these signals as evidence that preparations have moved beyond preliminary ideation. The presence of a Grammy-winning international producer introduces specific creative and technical implications regarding the potential direction of Jimin's next release. Historically, BTS solo projects have been highly individualized in sound identity, avoiding formula reuse across members. Jimin's previous solo work emphasized atmospheric pop and emotionally layered vocal textures, often blending Western synth-pop structures with distinctly Korean melodic phrasing. Industry analysts note that the selection of producer caliber often signals not only target sonic direction, but also global market priority. A high-profile Western producer typically indicates intent to secure immediate penetration into US and European streaming ecosystems, optimized for playlist inclusion, algorithmic recommendation behavior, and music award eligibility structures. Jimin's past collaborative preferences, combined with the current state of global pop music trends, suggest several possibilities. Hybrid pop electronic with restrained rhythmic complexity optimized for streaming retention rather than traditional radio. Low percussion atmospheric direction that prioritizes cinematic vocal layering. Aligning with recent long-form performance format trends in digital platforms, minimalist yet high-fidelity production built around vocal intimacy, a format that has seen significant success on platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels. Analysts also consider the potential for innovation via experimental production formats, such as adaptive audio or multi-version DSP-exclusive arrangements, a direction increasingly adopted by top-tier global artists. From a projection standpoint, industry analysts are observing that Jimin is likely to align with a forward-facing sonic architecture rather than repeating the atmospheric pop framework of his previous releases. The global pop market entering 2026 shows a strong shift toward precision-engineered minimalism, productions that maintain sonic depth while reducing instrumental density, allowing algorithmic platforms to prioritize vocal presence for retention. Jimin's established vocal identity, controlled, emotionally precise, and microtextural, positions him optimally for this shift. Rather than leaning into large-scale explosive arrangements, current industry models predict a refined, high-fidelity, globally optimized sound profile that caters directly to spatial audio, adaptive streaming formats, and vertical performance integration. Adaptive format readiness, material designed for multi-platform slicing, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, without losing structural integrity, award-tier production targeting, vocal-forward mixes that qualify for Grammy Best Pop Solo framework, rather than category-neutral releases, global festival/live scalability. Arrangement shaped to translate seamlessly between intimate broadcast formats and eventual stadium-level amplification. These directional indicators suggest that the session Jimin reportedly engaged in may not be oriented toward a conventional pop rollout, but instead toward a strategically future-proofed solo asset, optimized for multi-phase lifecycle deployment.